It was illegal for soldiers of African heritage to join the Federal Army when the Civil War began in April 1861. African Americans served in the Federal Navy but were barred from joining the Federal Army. African Americans were not allowed to join the Federal Army until July 17, 1862, when Congress enacted and President Lincoln signed the Militia Act. Regiments were formed in Kansas, South Carolina, and Louisiana in 1862. In 1862, these regiments were involved in largely small unit operations and battle. However, President Lincoln did not issue an order to his field commanders to accept soldiers of African origin into all military forces of the United States until January 1, 1863, in the Emancipation Proclamation. General Order 143 created the Bureau of United States Colored Troops on May 22, 1863. African American recruitment began on a national scale in the South, Union-occupied regions, and the North. At the Western Theater, African Americans would fight in the action of Port Hudson in May 1863, the first significant battle in which African American soldiers were involved. African American soldiers would prove their worth in the Eastern Theater at the Battle of Fort Wagner. The unsuccessful Union attack on Fort Wagner would be spearheaded by the 54th Massachusetts. By the spring of 1864, African American soldiers had formed a significant component of the Union operations in Virginia. They would engage in the Battle of Petersburg under General Ulysses S. Grant. They would go on to achieve distinction, earning 15 Medals of Honor in the Virginia Theater. And in September 1864, at New Market Heights, they would conquer the closest point to Richmond to that moment. They would later join the XXV Army Corps, the only Army Corps in American history to seize Richmond of Virginia. Throughout the rest of the war, African American soldiers earned the respect of their superiors. An Inspector General report that inspected the 3rd United States Colored Cavalry Regiment from Mississippi stated that the superior status of that regiment was a reason why Negroes should serve in the active service. Their service in the Civil War led to their enlistment in the regular army. 6 regiments of African descent troops were constituted in the regular army in 1866. 4 infantry units and 2 cavalry regiments were assigned. When the Army was reduced in strength in 1869, just 2 infantry units and 2 cavalry regiments remained. These soldiers would go on to become known as the Buffalo Soldiers.
Thanks for watching. Hope you like. Kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel for more.